Good evening, friends. Pinotuni. Welcome to our online broadcast here from the London Mindfulness Meditation Center. Thank you for joining with us this evening to our daily Buddha Puja worship, Paritta Chanting, blessing program, short Dhamma reflection for your spiritual practice, Dhamma practice, and Metta Bhavana to be that source of happiness for yourself and everyone. We go live every day in the evening hours, this time, 7 o'clock, sharing with you our worship so that you can participate from home or wherever you are, as well as commit yourself daily to a routine and practice the Dhamma during this rains retreat especially. Today the puja is sponsored by Mr. Samantha Ratnaik and Mrs. Hansini Karuna Ratna and other family members. The key intention is to bless Dulmi, who is celebrating her birthday today, and also daughter Senuli, who is embarking on education in a new school. So we bless both children, both daughters, good health and happiness, and also may they excel in the education and have a bright future, especially Dulmi. We wish you a very happy birthday. We join your parents. And also the community will wish you a very happy birthday, many happy returns of the day. May you be blessed by the Buddha Dhamma Sangha, and may all your righteous aspirations be fulfilled, and also bless everyone in the family members with good health and happiness during this time of difficulty. We're also blessing dear mother of Samantha with good health and happiness. She is in Sri Lanka. So may she be blessed during this time of difficulty. May she have long life, and also may all her righteous aspirations be fulfilled. The third intention is to share merit with a beloved father who passed away about 2-3 years ago, Hin Banda Ratnaika Piyanan Apachi. May he receive our blessings, may he rejoice in this punya karma, and make his sansaric life happy and peaceful, and may he ultimately achieve the blissful state for Nibbana through his righteous aspirated path. And we are also joined by Tushara Samarasinghe, who would like to bless dear mother who is critically ill in Sri Lanka, Mrs. Srimati Kadrugamua. May she be blessed with good health. May all the treatment she is taking be successful and conducive for her well-being and happiness. May she recover from her illness by the blessings of the Buddha Dhamma Sangha. So we'll be chanting to bless her as well as Tushara is also blessing her daughter, Harini Samarasinghe, who is celebrating her birthday tomorrow. So we wish you a very happy birthday as well. We join your parents in wishing you a happy birthday. The London Mindfulness Meditation community would also like to wish you a happy birthday. May all your righteous aspirations be fulfilled. May you be blessed with good health. May you be successful in all your endeavors and have a very bright future. So with such intention, we will also be chanting later on. So let us worship the Buddha first. Please say Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa 3 times. Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dhammaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Saṅghāṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dutiyampi Buddhaṃ saraṇaṃ gacchāmi, Dutiyampi Dhammaṃ ม ัง สรณัง กัจฉามิ Dutiyampi Dhammaṃ สรณัง กัจฉามิ Dutiyampi Saṅghāṃ 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 สรณัง กัจ Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami. Tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Panatipata veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Adinādāna veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Kāmesu miccācārā veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Musāvādā veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Suramiraya majjapamā daṭṭhāna veramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Tisaranena saddheṃ pañcasīlaṃ dhammaṃ sādhukam surakkhitam kattvā apamādena sampādetavam. Let us worship the Buddha together. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Iti piso bhagavā arahaṃ sammā sambuddho vijjācarana sampanno sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisa dhammasārati sattā deva manussānaṃ buddho bhagavāti. Buddhaṃ jīvita pariyantaṃ saranang gacchāmi. Ye ca buddha atitā ca ye ca buddha anāgatā paccappanā ca ye buddha ahaṃ vandāmi sabbadā. Natti me saranang anyang buddha me saranang varang etena sacca vajjena hotu me jaya mangalang. Uttamangena vandehang padapang savaruttamang. Buddheyo kalito doso buddho khamatu tang mamang. Swakhato bhagavata dhammo sanditthiko akaliko ehi passiko opanayiko paccattam veditabbo vinyuhiti. Dhammang jīvita pariyantaṃ saranang gacchāmi. Ye ca dhammā atitā ca ye ca Dhamma anagata Pacchuppanna caye Dhamma aham vandami sabbada Natti me saranang anyang Dhammo me saranang varang Etene sacca vajjene Hotu me jaya mangalang Uttamangena vandehang Dhamman ca tividang varang Dhammeyo kalito doso Dhammo kamatu tang mamang Supatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Ujupatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Nyayapatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Samicipatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho Yadidang cattari purisa yugani Atta purisa puggala Esa bhagavato savaka sangho Ahuneyo pahuneyo Dakhineyo anjali karaniyo Anuttarang punyakhetang lokassati Sanghang jivita pariyantang saranang gacchami Ye ca sangha atita ca ye ca sangha anagata Pacchuppanna ca ye sangha ahang vandami sabbada Natti me saranang anyang sangha me saranang varang Etene sacca vajjene Hotu me jaya mangalang Uttamangena vandehang Sanghang ca tividottamang Sangheyo kalito doso Sangho kamatu tang mamang Kanasarappadittene dipene tamedang sina Tiloka dipang sambuddhang pujayami tamunudang Vannagandha gunopetang etang kusuma santating Pujayami munindassa siripada saroruhe Pujemi buddhang kusumena nena punyena metena ca hotu mokkhaṃ Pupphaṃ milayati yatha idamme kāyo tatha yati vināsa bhāvaṃ Adhivasetu no bhante pāniyaṃ parikappitaṃ Anukampaṃ upādāya patiganhātu uttama Adhivasetu no bhante gilāna paccayaṃ imaṃ Anukampaṃ upādāya patiganhātu uttama Adhivasetu no bhante besajjaṃ parikappitaṃ Anukampaṃ upādāya patiganhātu uttama Adhivasetu no bhante sabbaṃ saddhāya pujitaṃ Anukampaṃ upādāya patiganhātu uttama Vandami cetiyang sabbang sabbatani supatitthitang Saririka dhatu mahabodhing Buddha rupang sakalang sada Yassa mule nisinnova sabbari vijayang aka Pato sabbanyutang sattha vande tang bodhipadapang Ime ete mahabodhi lokanatena pujita Aham pite namassami bodhiraja namattute Kayena vaca cittene pamadene maya katang Acayang kamami bante bhuri panye tathagata Kayena vaca cittene pamadene maya katang Acayang kamami dhamme sandittika kalika Kayena vaca cittene pamadene maya katang Acayang kamami sangha supatipanna anuttara Ettavata ca amhehi sambatang punya sampadang Sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Ettavata ca amhehi sambatang punya sampadang Sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Ettavata ca amhehi sambatang punya sampadang Sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Idam me ñātenam hotu sukhita hontu ñātayo Idam me ñātenam hotu sukhita hontu ñātayo Idam me ñātenam hotu sukhita hontu ñātayo Imina punya kammene mami bala samagamo Satang samagamo hotu yava nibbana pattiya Idam me punyang asavakkaya vahang hotu Sabba dukkha pamuncatu Today we will be chanting the Paritta Suttas, Chundaktera Bhojana Sutta and Jai Paritta. To wish you all good health and happiness, may you and your loved ones stay blessed with good health during this time of difficulty and uncertainty. May you stay safe and be protected by the virtues of the Triple Gem, by the compassion of the Buddha embodied in the chantings. And if you are bearing anyone in your thoughts, we wish them speedy recovery. May all the treatment they are being given or taking be successful for their speedy and complete recovery. May they soon be able to enjoy good health and happiness. We always dedicate our chanting to our key workers, including NHS staff, doctors and nurses, and all volunteers. May they all be blessed with good health. May they also develop courage and determination to continue their valuable services to the nation. And our sponsors of Puja today, Mr. Samantha Ratnaik and Mrs. Hansini Karna Ratna, and children Dulmi and Senuli. We wish you all good health and happiness. We all wish Dulmi, may the Triple Gem be upon you for your well-being and happiness as you celebrate your birthday tomorrow. And also Senili and Dulmi, both of you, may you excel in your education and have a very bright future. We also blessing dear mother of Samantha Ratnaik, who is in Sri Lanka. May she be well, happy and peaceful. May she be blessed with good health and happiness during this time of difficulty and uncertainty. And we are also joined by Tushara Samarit Sangha, who would like to bless dear mother who is in Sri Lanka, critically ill. We wish her, Srimati Kadrugammu, every happiness. May she be blessed by the Buddha Dhamma Sangha. May all the treatments she's been given be successful for the speedy recovery. May she recover from her critical illness, and we wish her speedy and complete recovery. And also wish her daughter Harini Samarisingh, who is celebrating her birthday tomorrow. May you also be blessed by the virtues of the Triple Gem. May all your righteous aspirations be fulfilled. May you have a very bright future. With such intention, we begin our chanting. Please do share our link if you are dedicating it to someone else. If you are chanting with us, please do chant as well. And if you are not chanting, please listen to the chanting with great attention and respect. Samanta Chakravalesu Atra Gacchantu Devata Saddhammang Munirajas Sunantu Sagga Mokkadang Paritta Kalu Ayang Bhadanta Paritta Kalu Ayang Bhadanta Paritta Dhamma Kalu Ayang Bhadanta Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa Evaṁ me sutaṁ ekaṁ samayam bhagava Savattiyaṁ viharati jetavane anatha pindikassa arami Atako anyatara devata abhikkantaya rattiya Abhikkanta vanna kevala kappang jetavanan obhasetva Yena bhagavatena upasankami upasankamitva Bhagavantang abhivadetva ekamantang atthasi Ekamantang tita kosa devata bhagavantang gathaya ajabhasi Bahudeva manussa ca mangalani acintayum Akankamana sottanang bruhi mangalamuttamang Asevana ca balanang panditanang ca sevana Puja ca pujaniyanang etang mangalamuttamang Patirupadesavaso ca pubbe ca kata punyata Atta samma panidhi ca etang mangalamuttamang Bahu saccang ca sippan ca vinayo ca susikkito Subhasita ca yavaca etang mangalamuttamang Mata pitu upattanang puttadarassa sanggaho Anakula ca kammanta etang mangalamuttamang Dānaṁ ca dhammacariya ca ñātakānaṁ ca saṅgaho Anavajjāni kammāni etaṁ mangalamuttamang Ārati virati pāpā majjapānā ca saññamo Appamādo ca dhammesu etaṁ mangalamuttamang Gāravo ca nivāto ca santutti ca katanyuta කාලේන ධම්ම සවනං ඒතං මංගල මුත්තමං කන්තිච සෝවචස්සතා සමනානංච දස්සනං කාලේන ධම්ම සාකච්ඡා ඒතං මංගල මුත්තමං තපෝච බ්‍රහ්මචරියංච අරිය සච්චාන දස්සනං නිබ්බාන සච්චි කිරියාච ඒතං මංගල මුත්තමං පුට්ඨස්ස ලෝක ධම්මේහි චිත්තං යස්සන කම්පති අසෝකං විරජං khemං ඒතං මංගල මුත්තමං ඒතාදිසානි කତ୍වාන සබ්බත්තමපරාජිතා සබ්බත්ත සොත්තෙන් ගච්ඡන්ති තං තේසං මංගල මුත්තමන්ති ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන සොත්තිතේ හෝතු සබ්බදා ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන සබ්බ රෝගෝ විනස්සතු ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන හෝතු තේ ජය මංගලං යානීද භූතානි සමාගතානි බුම්මානි වායානි වයන්තලික්ඛේ සබ්බේව භූතා සුමනා භවන්තු අතපි සක්කච්ච සුනන්තු භාසිතං තස්මාහි භූතානි සාමීත සබ්බේ මෙත්තං කරෝත මානුසියාපජාය දිවාච රත්තෝ ච හරන්ති ඒ බලින් තස්මාහි නිරක්කත අපමත්තා යං කිංචි විත්තං ඉදවා හුරං වා සග්ගේසු වායං රතනං පනීතං නනෝ සමං අත්ථි තථාගතේන ඉදම්පි බුද්ධේ රතනං පනීතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්ති හෝතු khayang viragam ametang panitang yadajjaga sakya muni samahito natena dhammena samatte kinche idampi dhamme ratanang panitang etena saccena suvatti hotu yang buddha setta parivannai sucing samadhimanantarikanyamahu samadhinatena samona vijjati idampi dhamme ratanang panitang etena saccena suvatti hotu ye puggala attha satang pasattha cattari etani yugani hanti te dakhineya sugatassa savaka ete sudinnani mahappalani idampi sanghe ratanang panitang etena saccena suvatti hotu ye suppayutta manasa dalhene nikamino gotama sasanamhi te patti patta amatang vigaya ladha mudha nibbuteng bhunjamana idampi sanghe ratanang panitang etena saccena suvatti hotu yatinda khilo pathaving sitosiya chatubhivate bhiya sampakampiyo tathupamang sappurisang vadami yo ariya saccani avecca passati idampi sanghe ratanang panitang etena saccena suvatti hotu ye ariya saccani vibhavayanti gambhira panyena sudesitani kincapite honti busappamatta nate bhavang attamang adiyanti idampi sanghe ratanang panitang etena saccena suvatti hotu sahavassa dassana sampadaya tayassu dhamma jahita bhavanti sakkaya ditthi vicikiccitanca silabbetang vapi yadatti kinci චතුහ පායේහි ච විප්පමුත්තෝ චචාබිඨානානි අබබ්බෝ කාතුං ඉදම්පි සංඝේ රතනං පනීතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්ති හෝතු කිංචාපි සෝකම්මං කරෝති පාපකං කායේන වාචා උදචේතසාවා අභබ්බෝසෝ තස්ස පටිච්චාදාය අභබ්බතා දිට්ඨ පදස්ස වුත්තා ඉදම්පි සංඝේ රතනං පනීතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්ති හෝතු වනප්පගුම්බේ යතා පස්සිතග්ගේ ගිම්හාන මාසේ පඨමස්මින් ගිම්හේ තතපමං ධම්ම වරං අදේසයි නිබ්බානගාමින් පරමං හිතාය ඉදම්පි බුද්ධේ රතනං පනීතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්ති හෝතු වරෝ වරඤ්ඤෝ වරදෝ වරාහරෝ අනුත්තරෝ ධම්ම වරං අදේසයි ඉදම්පි බුද්ධේ රතනං පනීතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්ති හෝතු කීනං පුරාණං නවං නත්ති සම්භවං විරත්ත චිත්තා ආයතිකේ භවස්මින් තේ කීන බීජා අවිරුල් හිච්ඡන්දා නිබ්බන්ති දීරා යතහායං පදීපෝ ඉදම්පි සංඝේ රතනං පනීතං ඒතේන සච්චේන සුවත්ති හෝතු යානීද භූතානි සමාගතානි බම්මානි වායානිව අන්තලික්ඛේ තථාගතං දේව මනුස්ස පූජිතං බුද්ධං නමස්සාම සුවත්ති හෝතු යානීද භූතානි සමාගතානි බුම්මානි වායානිව අන්තලික්ඛේ තථාගතං දේව මනුස්ස පූජිතං ධම්මං නමස්සාම සුවත්ති හෝතු යානීද භූතානි සමාගතානි බුම්මානි වායානිව අන්තලික්ඛේ තථාගතං දේව මනුස්ස පූජිතං සංඝං නමස්සාම සුවත්ති හෝතු ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන දුක්ඛාවුපසමින්තු තේ ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන භයාවුපසමින්තු තේ ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන රෝගාවුපසමින්තු තේ කරණීය මත්ත කුසලේන යන්තං සන්තං පදං අභිසමෙච්ච සක්කෝජෝච සෝජෝච සුවචෝචස්ස මුදුවනතිමානි සන්තුස්සකෝච සුභරෝච අපකිච්චෝච සල්ලහුක බුත්ති සන්තින්ද්‍රියෝච නිපකෝච අපගබ්බෝ කුලේසු අනනුගිද්ධෝ නච ඛුද්දං සමාචරේ කිංචි යේන විඤ්ඤෝ පරේ උපවදෙය්‍යුං සුඛිනෝ වාකේමිනෝ හොන්තු සබ්බේ සත්තා භවන්තු සුඛිතත්තා ඒකේචි පාන භූතත්තේ තසාවාතාවරාවා අනවසේසා දීඝාවායේ මහන්තාවා මජ්ජිමා රස්සකානුකතුලා දිට්ඨාවායේව අද්දිට්ඨායේ ච දුරේ වසන්ති අවිදුරේ Putava sambhave siva sabbe satta bhavantu sukhitatta Naparu parang nikabbeta nati manyeta katta chinang kanchi Vyarosana patiga sanyana manyassa dukkha micchaya Mata yataniyang puttang ayusaika putta manurakke Evampi sabba bhutesu manasang bhavayi aparimanang Mettanca sabba lokasming manasang bhavayi aparimanang Uddhang adhoca tiriyanca asang badhang avirang asapattang Titthan charang nisinno vasayano vayavatassa vigata middho Etang sating aditthaya brahmamitang viharang idamahu Ditthinca anupagamma silava dassanena sampanno Kamesu vinayagedang nahi jatu gabbaseyang punaretiti Etena sacca vajjena sottite hotu sabbada Etena sacca vajjena sottite hotu sabbada Etena sacca vajjena sottite hotu sambada Evaṃ me sutaṃ ekaṃ samayam bhagavā Rājagahe viharati veluvane kalandaka nivāpe Tena kopana samayena bhagavā ābādiko hoti dukkito bālhagilāno Athako ayasmā mahāchundu Sayanha samayang patisallana vuttito Yena bhagavaten upasankami upasankamitva Bhagavantang abhivadetva ekamantang nisidhi Ekamantang nisinnanko ayasmantang mahachundang bhagavai tadavoce Patibantu tang chunda bojjangati Sattime bhante bojjanga bhagavata sammadakkhata Bhavita bahulikata Abhinyāya sambodhāya nibbānāya samvattanti Katame satta Sati sambojjhanga kabhante bhagavata sammadakkhāto Bhavita bahulikato Abhinyāya sambodhāya nibbānāya samvattati Dhamma vicaya sambojjhanga kabhante bhagavata Sammadakkhāto bhavito bahulikato Abhinyāya sambodhāya nibbānāya samvattati Virya sambojjhanga kabhante bhagavata sammadakkhāto Bhavito bahulikato Abhinyāya sambodhāya nibbānāya samvattati Pīti sambojjhanga kabhante bhagavata sammadakkhāto Bhavito bahulikato Abhinyāya sambodhāya nibbānāya samvattati Passati sambojjhanga kabhante bhagavata sammadakkhāto Bhavito bahulikato Abhiññāya sambodhāya nibbānāya samvattati Samadhi sambojjhango ko bhante bhagavata sammedakkāto Bhavito bahulīkato Abhiññāya sambodhāya nibbānāya samvattati Upekkha sambojjhango ko bhante bhagavata sammedakkāto Bhavito bahulīkato Abhiññāya sambodhāya nibbānāya samvattati Ime ko bhante satta bojjhanga bhagavata sammedakkāta Bhavita bahulīkata Abhiññāya sambodhāya nibbānāya samvattanti Tagga chunda bojjhanga tagga chunda bojjhangāti Idamavocāyasmā mahāchundo samanuñño sattā ahosi Uttāhi ca bhagavā tamma ābādhā tatā pahīno ca bhagavato so ābādho ahosīti Etena sacca vajjena rogā vupasamintu te Etena sacca vajjena rogā vupasamintu te Etena sacca vajjena rogā vupasamintu te Siridhiti mati tejo jaya siddhi mahiddhi mahagunang Aparimita puññādhikārassa sabbantārāya nivārana samattassa Bhagavato arahato sammā sambuddhassa Dvattiṅsa mahāpurisa lakkanānubhāvēna asityānuvyanjana lakkanānubhāvēna Attuttara satamangala lakkanānubhāvēna sabbannaraṅ syanubhāvēna Ketumālānubhāvēna dasapāramitānubhāvēna Dasapapāramitānubhāvēna Dasaparamattāpāramitānubhāvēna Sīla samādhi paññānubhāvēna buddhānubhāvēna dhammānubhāvēna saṅghānubhāvēna tejānubhāvēna idyānubhāvēna balānubhāvēna Caturāsīti sahassa dhammakkandānubhāvēna navalokuttara dhammānubhāvēna Attangika maggānubhāvēna atta samāpatyānubhāvēna Calabiññānubhāvēna metta karunā muditā upekkānubhāvēna Sabba pāramitānubhāvēna ratanattaya saranānubhāvēna Tvihaṅ sabba roga soka upandava dukkha domanassu pāyāsā vinassantu Sabba saṅkappā tvihaṅ samijjantu Dīghāyuko hotu satavassa jīvena samangiko hotu sabbadā Ākāsa pambata vana bhūmi tatāka ganga mahāsamudda ārakkaka devatā Sadā tumhe anurakkantu Sabba buddhānubhāvēna sabba dhammānubhāvēna Sabba saṅghānubhāvēna buddha ratanaṅ dhamma ratanaṅ saṅgha ratanaṅ tinnaṅ ratanānaṅ ānubhāvēna Caturāsīti sahassa dhammakkandānubhāvēna pitakattayānubhāvēna Jinasavakanubhavena sabbete roga sabbete bhaya Sambete antaraya sambete upaddava Sambete dunnimitta sambete avamangala vinassantu Ayu vaddako dhana vaddako siri vaddako yasa vaddako Bala vaddako vanna vaddako sukha vaddako hotu sambada Dukkha roga bhaya vera sukha sabbe paddava Aneka antaraya pi vinassantu ca tejasa Jaya siddhi dhanang labang sotti bhagyang sukhang balang Siryayu ca vanno ca bhogang buddhi ca yasava Satavassa ca ayu ca jiva siddhi bhavantu te Devo vassatu kalena sassa sampatti hetu ca pito bhavatu loko ca raja bhavatu dhammiko Akasattha ca bhummattha deva naga mahiddhika Punyantang anumoditva chirang rakkantu loka sasanang Akasattha ca bhummattha deva naga mahiddhika Punyantang anumoditva chirang rakkantu dhamma desanang Akasattha ca bhummattha deva naga mahiddhika Punyantang anumoditva chirang rakkantu mang paranti Chirang rakkantu aturanti May the blessings of the Buddha Dhamma Sangha embodied in the suttas, may the blessings of the Mahabharata suttas, may the truth embodied in the Mahachunda Tharibhajana Sutta, and may the virtues of the Buddha be upon you for your well-being, happiness, and safety and protection. May you all be blessed with good health and happiness during this time of uncertainty and difficulty. And if you had anyone in your thoughts, we wish them speedy recovery. May all the treatment they are being given or taking be successful for their speedy and complete recovery. And especially we wish dear mother of Tushara Samarasinghe, Mrs. Srimati Kadurgamu, who is in Sri Lanka and critically ill. We wish her speedy recovery. May all the treatment she's been given be successful for the speedy and complete recovery. May she soon be able to enjoy good health and happiness. And we also bless our sponsors' intentions, the daughter Dulmi, who is celebrating her birthday tomorrow, so the daughter of Mr. Samantha Ratnaik and Mrs. Hansini Karunaratna. May you have a very blessed, happy birthday tomorrow. May you be well, happy and peaceful. May all your righteous aspirations be fulfilled. And we are also blessing Senuli, who is in education, so both children, may you excel in your education and may you have a bright future. May all the family members, including dear mother of Mr. Samantratnaik, be blessed with good health and happiness. May you all stay safe and be blessed throughout this time of difficulty. And also we would like to bless the daughter of Tushara, so Harini Samarasinghe, who is celebrating her birthday today. May you have a very happy birthday. May you be blessed by the virtues of Triple Gem. We join your parents in blessing you a happy birthday for today. So may all your righteous aspirations be fulfilled, and may you have a very bright, successful future. And may everyone, including our NHS staff, doctors and nurses, be blessed with good health and happiness. May they develop courage and determination to continue their valuable services to the nation. So with such intention, we say sadhu 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. We also take the opportunity to share merit with beloved father of Mr. Samantratnaik, Mr. Hin Bandaratnaik, dear Apache, beloved Apache, who passed away a couple of years ago. May he receive our merit, may he rejoice in this punya karma, and may he be blessed. May he make his samsaric life happy and peaceful, and eventually may he attain the blissed state of Nibbana through his righteous aspirated path. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Quite conscious of the time. We took some time to chant the suttas, especially for those who were ill, and also those who celebrated the birthday. Today I'd like to focus on the last two stanzas in the Malavagga on impurities, on the Dhammapada chapter on impurities. So last two stanzas in chapter 18. So they are quite similar with few differences. So we'll talk about that. Akase cha padang natti samano natti bahire papancha bhirata paja nippapancha tathagata. Akase cha padang natti samano natti bahire sankhara sassata natti natti buddhana minchitam. Okay, so natti buddhana minchitam. Type error there. So this was in relation to a wandering ascetic called Subhadra. The wandering ascetic was staying in Kusinara when he heard that the parinibbana of Gautama Buddha would take place that night. He had already put 3 questions which were troubling him to other religious leaders, but their answers did not satisfy him. He had not yet asked Gautama Buddha, and he felt that only the enlightened one could answer his questions. He hurried to the Buddha, but Venerable Ananda tried to persuade him not to go any further. However, the enlightened one overheard their conversation and consented to see Subhadra, who then asked 3 questions. Are there tracks in the sky? Are there any Arya bhikkhus or samanas outside the teachings of the Buddha? Is there any conditioned thing or sankhara that is permanent? And the Buddha replied in the negative to all of these 3 questions. So what is the meaning of the gatha? In the sky there is no track. So there are similar gathas like Akasyava Sakuntanam. Even the birds when they fly, they do not leave any trace. So in the sky there is no track. Outside there is no saint. So outside the order of bhikkhus or outside the order of so you cannot find a samana. Samana is a person who calms all the evil or who calms all the senses. So when it is fully devoid of defilements, we call the Buddha Mahasamana. So samana is a monk, so they cannot be a monk who outside the order, in a sense, who has actually calmed his senses and calmed his defilements. But in this case, we can also take the context as Bahire Samano Natti, which means outside the order of monks, there cannot be a fruitful path which the monks would have achieved, which is the Sotapanna and so and so. So basically, Sotapanna, Sakadagami, Anagami, and Arhat, so Magga and Phala. So there cannot be someone who can achieve those outside the Buddha Sasana or outside the ordination or outside the context of the Dhamma. So Samano Natti Bahire. So there cannot be a person who achieves those outside the Dhamma or outside the Buddha Dhamma. So in this case, there cannot be a monk who can achieve this by not following the Buddha's teachings. Papancha Virata, so mankind delights in obstacles. So normally humans have the nature of being delighted in engaging in the obstacles, and obstacles, what we are talking about here is the obstacles of the obstacles such as being engaged or being or getting too much covetous, sometimes also talking about the attachment through which normal people might get proliferated attachment, so one after another, so their thirst is never being quenched. So one after another they will actually have different types of attachment. So in this case, papancha bhirata, so in the proliferated business or in the proliferated types of attachment or in the reasons, and especially when you say the proliferated, it is about something that actually develops greed, hatred and ignorance rather than actually calms them down. So normal humans are quite happy to engage in things because we get deluded in these desire or sensual desires, and we tend to actually, or people who are not attempting to realize the Dhamma will find more time to engage in those things to increase their defilements rather than to decrease or to calm their senses. So papancha is about, abhirata means to actually feel engaging, to actually enjoy in the things that might not calm the senses but actually stress, or that actually enjoy in the things that normally overactivates those senses. So whether it is entertaining your five senses, you can take anything from that context. So the Buddhas, the Tathagatas, are normally free from obstacles. They are free from this type of nippapancha, free from this type of, they don't get entertained in senses. So if you look at the Mara Parajay, the Buddha, the Mara sent lots of distractions during the last night before the enlightenment. The Buddha didn't get any form of excitement or was not actually entertained at all by the temptations of Mara. And so you can see the Buddhas do not allow the proliferation of these negative defilements to sort of to multiply within themselves. The second gatha is about akasecha padannati. Again, in the sky there is no track, outside there is no saint. So that is quite similar in the previous. So there is, though, the third line is, there are no conditioned things that are eternal. So this is simply a tricky question put, but actually answered in a very simple format. And because the key focus of Buddha Dhamma is everything is impermanent. So when everything is impermanent, there are no conditioned things. So conditioned things are the phala. So where there is a hetu, there will be a phala. And where there is that phala is never going to be permanent. It's not eternal, and nothing is conditional. Nothing conditioned can actually stay forever. That's why we say enlightenment or nibbana is unconditioned, because it is not a result of something, or it is not a result of it is the opposite that we have to understand. So conditioned things would be the things that we experience, materialistic and non-materialistic, such as our thoughts, and they all arise because of certain existing conditions. So therefore there will be nothing that will actually be eternal. So another way of to look at this is the word sassata is about like sassata vada, if you want. So there are the eternal, the word sassata means eternal. So even the self that is not or during the Buddha's time, they took the fact that the soul, which is the Atma, or so that is also not permanent, because there is no thing that can be permanent. That's why there is no one entity that is permanent forever and will last even after birth or continued in the births. So sankhara sassata nati, no things are permanent. Even your understanding or your what we call the self, if people are to take something that the vijnana or the consciousness, they are also not permanent. So there is no self in Buddhism, but the consciousness is also not permanent because they also progress, and there's no one consciousness. And in terms of the fact that where even when the consciousness goes to the next life, it based on the existing conditions, they might also have a bit of impact on that. Sometimes a small analogy would be like if you take a fire or flame, the candle flame which is supported by the candle wax, the flame would be very different to any fire supported by fuel or kerosene or petrol, and so and so. So the conditions will the flame also changes depending on the conditions. So therefore sankhara, so everything that is there, even that simple things like the flame cannot also be the same. They will be different in the nature. Nati buddhanam minjitang. There is no instability in the Buddhas. So the Buddhas are always calm, the Buddhas are always composed. Simply nothing can actually affect the Buddha. And especially if you go into the Mangala Sutta, you can see that last stanza, which is quite the stage of enlightened ones or unconditioned mind. Yassa chittang yasana kampati. So injitang nati, it means it will, nothing can shake it. Injitang nati, nothing can shake it. Whether it is like, for example, you can see many instances, the way Devadatta, the way Angulimala, the way Nalagiri, and maybe Chinchamanavika, and many other accusations from the existing contemporary social leaders or religious leaders made at the Buddha. Nothing actually affected the Buddha. Nothing actually makes or shakes him or the Buddha. Nothing can actually torture the Buddha. So you can see that it is that unconditioned mind that actually brings that state, because if our minds get conditioned, we when something happens, we get shaken, we get angry, we get annoyed, we sometimes are happy, and we are not able to maintain that happiness, because that also becomes or changes its form, because something else happens, then our happiness goes and we become sad. So we're always in this flux of changing in this cycle, happiness and sadness, happiness, sadness, and so and so. So it is to see the opposite. The Tathagatas never get conditioned. So if we get conditioned, you can imagine when and how you actually got conditioned. The Tathagatas are always in the unconditioned state, which is the asankhata. So that is how we need to try to understand that the impurities, which is the heading of the chapter 18, the Malavagga, it is those impurities in our minds that we need to work on. Always ensure that your instigated or your arising chittas or sankharas, let it not proliferate into multiple types of defilements. Let's not find delight in those proliferated obstacles. Let us not be deluded that even our things that we experience are permanent, whether it is the materialistic or even non-materialistic things. So those are the answers that the Buddha gave to the ascetic Subhadda, and with that we come to the close. So tomorrow we will focus on a new chapter, the just or righteous, so Dhammattavagga, which is chapter 19 in the Dhammapada books. So now let's take the next few minutes to do Metta Bhavana. So please adjust yourself if needed. So once you have adjusted, take a note of how you are sitting. So don't move, just observe that still body. Observe the bends, observe the contact with your chair, sofa or the floor. Don't pay attention to the pains, but note them and let it go. Observe the sensation and let it go. Take a note of anyone who is with you, and also those who may not be with you but present at home. Take a note that there are many family members participating online. Coming back to yourself, observe that calm and peaceful moment in your body. Just experience that happy, peaceful, calm moment. That is your time. Other times you are very busy with other things, but now you are with yourself, peaceful. Because we have so much engaged with other things, we sometimes fail to see that vacuum that we can enjoy. No actions, no thinking, enjoy and observe that. Because you have freed yourself, there is no restlessness, there is no stress, there is no agitation. So now follow these lines for that moment of happiness we share with everyone. That moment of kind thoughts for everyone. May I be well, happy and peaceful. May I be blessed with good health. May no harm come to me. May no problems come to me. May no difficulties come to me. May I always meet with success. May I also have the patience, courage and determination to meet and overcome difficulties in life. May I be free from pain and suffering. Likewise, may my parents, grandparents, teachers, uncles and aunts and in-laws, husband, wife or partner, children, sons-in-law, daughters-in-law, grandchildren, brothers and sisters, brothers-in-law and sisters-in-law, cousins, nephews and nieces, friends and colleagues at work, everybody in this online session and their family members, everybody in your neighborhood. May they all be blessed with good health, May they all be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to them. May no problems come to them. May no difficulties come to them. May they always meet with success. May they also have the patience, courage and determination to meet and overcome difficulties in life. May they be free from pain and suffering. May all living beings be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to them. May no problems come to them. May no difficulties come to them. May they always meet with success. May they also have the patience, courage and determination to meet and overcome difficulties in life. May they be free from pain and suffering. May I be well, happy and peaceful. May I be free from pain and suffering. With that brief Metta Bhavana, we come to the close of today's online broadcast. Thank you for joining with us this evening to our Puja, chanting, Dhamma reflection and meditation. Do join us again tomorrow at 7 o'clock when you go live. Stay safe, take care, enjoy the rest of the evening and have a very good evening and good night. Bye bye, see you tomorrow at 7.